You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who ruined that brilliant artist Maurice something and disrupted the goddess. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. Do you think any of you, can know what it's like to be a refined man like me?
Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is... Boom. Boom. Member of the group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would all be over for you. That is why you had to kill. No, this is too much. So you thought they might have looked through the numbers on the phone. So you weren't trying to con them, that's why it was. You thought they might have looked through them and you had to kill to keep it a secret. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. I still don't really understand where Maggie was. Please explain that part. That was kind of weird, the flashing.
Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is
Ugh. Payne, get... He said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please? Please, let's think about the content of the phone call.
Like, I can't help but feel sorry for this fucking guy. This is just sad. Oh, hello? Alright, this is the third time we've heard this message, but alright.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone.
Well, that's not... What's that have to do with anything?
After that, Alma...
But he thought that they might have looked at the numbers. That's the point. No, it's not. I think it's dumb. If you think about it logically, that does it? Whatever. Okay, I still think what I'm saying makes sense, but sure, guys, sure. Slimeball saw something in the crime. Okay, he really hates yellow, and he just didn't like the glove. Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. I guess it's because they wouldn't immediately know that they were con artist names just by looking at them, but then the fear would be that they could, like, find out later or something. So I guess it doesn't make sense for him to kill them, but still, when they said that that's why he did it, that was my first thought, that they would have looked at the numbers and he didn't want to take the risk. But whatever, we're on a different trail. Something that didn't agree with him. Oh my god, he is a 2016 SJW. He blocks everybody who disagrees with him. I'm getting oddly, weirdly, sort of political in this trial. What was this something that didn't agree with the witness? He saw something that didn't agree with him. What? I mean, well, like, what? That, what did he see? Check profiles. I kind of forget about that. These, well... Is it that? The fact that they're cops? And in the picture that it showed of the two of them on the date, wasn't... Yeah, he was wearing the uniform. That's how he knew that he was a cop. But she wasn't. So he thought that, oh, there's a cop. They know about the names on the list. And so that's why he pushed him, because he was a cop. So if he just hadn't been wearing his uniform, everything would have been fine. That's pretty shitty. I gotta remember I can present profiles.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince has gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! Yep. The girl that picked up my phone is with the policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they had already run a check on the phone. Well, then why would killing that one police officer and letting her get away, with the phone no less, be a good idea? That makes things way worse. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. I guess he stopped thinking, as if he ever did that to begin with. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. This is like a fucking... This case is relevant to present day. We're talking about cops getting murdered and shit. Man. And or vice versa, but... Yeah, it's weird. I'm thinking... it seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Oh! Did you see what the fuck was this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. What's that supposed to mean? That guy is really creeping me out. Holy fuck. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that, they're all on the phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof or your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. You can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Dude, it's over. We're done. It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. Well, we've already been over the stored numbers. That's not relevant anymore. So fingerprints, probably. I got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Any relation to Dustin Prince? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone.
Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You said there was sand all over it, so...
Wiped it? I wiped it?
Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves.
He's made a complete recovery.
How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared.
You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington.
What's this? From the way you talk to me, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you.
Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Oh, you are too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
What? Oh my, now I remember. What? What happened? Oh, he took it then. That's right, I had it with me. Well then what the fuck phone do I have? He gave me a replacement, just a fake. Shit. And he had the phone with the numbers, which he's now deleted. That's why he knocked me out to take the phone. Fuck. So that's when.
What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but in the end it didn't even matter. If you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free.
I'm just waiting for him to say, look at this photograph at least once. That's gotta get to there, like we did in the first game over and over again. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong?
Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet.
Who I am? I actually don't know that. The court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Oh, that one? You fucking liar.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? No. Please wait, Your Honor.
All right, Nick.
I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright?
We've been talking about this whole time.
Your Honor, the cross-examination's already ended. If he questions the witness with any more of his badgering...
You will not arrest the witness, is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes. Ugh.
I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the piece of evidence that will explain everything. Alright, the one thing that will explain everything. Okay. I still feel like this phone number is... Why would I write my phone number on the back? Wouldn't my business card have my phone number on it? So I feel like that's... Would that be his phone number? And if I called it and his phone rang. Because I did say that before. I said that at the beginning of this trial. About calling the number. But it wouldn't work because I had the phone on me. But now we've found out that I don't, because he took it and switched it. That he has the phone on him. So I'm pretty sure, even though they said I only get one shot, it's not flashing my entire health bar. So I don't know about that, but I'm pretty sure this is it. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Oh my god! I actually added it to my court record. Cool. Thanks, man. Wait, what am I doing? Why would the judge have a business card? I don't know. Your Honor, there is something very important about... That was really funny. The back. So I was right, and it was really funny. That's good. This card is important because of what is on the back.
Huh? You wrote your cell phone number on the back? But
that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone?
Huh? Right now? But court is still in session.
It's okay, you'll see.
Okay, if you say so.
Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now.
And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things, too. Wonder where that ring is coming from. Could it be from Dick Wellington? What? Why is my phone? And what is this stupid-sounding ringtone?
Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my...
Is it? Maybe I'm confused. I thought that was the phone that Maggie got from him. That's why it had all the names in it. Why is Phoenix keep calling it his phone? Or is he just, like, building up to that fact? But he didn't know what the ringtone was, so, like, did Phoenix have the names then on his phone, like, transferred onto his phone? I don't really understand, but whatever. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say...
When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Oh. So that's what it was? And then this music. See, this music that is clearly like, oh, death music. Oh my god, he is actually going to kill him. This is Damon Gant's music. Like, this sounds just like it. Also, it sounds like fucking Castlevania. But yeah, like this music that's like, oh my god, he just killed himself. And he lost the case. He just died. That was like fucking Damon Gant's music. And that was awesome, by the way. That was awesome music. I love the music in this game. So my phone and his phone just like happened to look the same. And the phone that he took really was... mine? So the phone number on the back of the card was mine. I was operating under the assumption that it was his and that we had written it down for whatever reason, just because. Why did my... whatever, man. Again, I always get to these conclusions by a totally different path than the characters because they're roundabout as fuck. But, we did it, so either way. I feel like I have made more sense with everything that I've brought up throughout this whole case, but whatever. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. So I feel like my phone number would be on the front of my business card or whatever. It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. But wasn't that the one that he was holding in his hand on the couch? Because that's the ringtone that gave him the nightmare, so why wouldn't Wellington have taken that one? I don't know. There's a lot in this case that's kind of weird. Hopefully it improves, because this was only the first case. And overall, it wasn't bad, because I still was able to figure everything out, even going by my own route. And we did it, so... overall, it was all good. But I did hear somebody say in a comment that this case has some bullshit. And I can already kind of tell from this case, like, I feel like... it was kind of... you know, whatever. Anyway, it was still fine. It was fun, and that guy was the biggest piece of shit. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually, and since they never reveal what happens to people afterwards, I'm going to assume that he killed himself, because that's funnier. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Or maybe I should assume he went to prison and got treated poorly by a large man named Bubba. Whichever.
I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
Your whole life? Couldn't have been that bad, could it?
Since I was 6 months old when I fell from...
Whoa! What the fuck? Excuse me?
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles.
What? I kind of wanted to hear the end of the first thing. Like, how did you not die?
Failed at almost every test I've ever taken. Experienced almost every...
What the fuck? And never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. Oh, that's the most tragic thing.
My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless.
Lady Luckless?
What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me.
What do you mean?
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
That's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently, too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk.
Was it Old Bag?
I gave her my hand, and she got hit by a car.
Oh, what the fuck? That's weird.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true.
That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. So if you start dating Gumshoe and he winds up dead, it's your fault.
It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts.
So were you guys not actually dating fully?
Your head being all messed up?
It's really nice of you, though, to do that just for covering one night shift. She did say that they weren't dating, so maybe they really weren't.
The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name.
You bet, I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person, instead of a goddess.
Alright, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves, too.
Alright. What a horrible day. Got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. Where's that? This might sound bad, but, who are you? Oh, yeah, that. What?
I thought you said you got your memory back.
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. What are you going to say about the judge? The judge, he's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions. Alright. I think there's more to him than that. In the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. I guess we do have to give him for credit for that too, I guess. What are you even going to say about this guy? I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. Yeah. And this girl, Maya?
You finally remembered.
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. Temporarily. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example. None, I guess.
You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. Feel like I haven't seen you in ages. So, did she just get back from her training? Okay, I guess she did. Okay. Fine. Alright, sounds cool. All my phone numbers on my phone were... Oh, that sucks. Guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been 2 months since she came back. Okay, fucking make up your mind. God damn it. 2 months since he's been back. Fine. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Oh, we're gonna get a flashback to when she came back? In the next case, I guess? Okay. Episode 1 is done. Great. And next we're going to be doing Reunion and Turnabout. Maybe this case will actually be taking place 2 months in the past. Interesting, but anyway, that is it for Case 1. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys later.